Fabulous day, everyone. My name is Cesar Martin, a teacher of Japa Elementary School, Atok District. I am delighted to present my action research entitled Effect of MathVid in Teaching Addition of Dissimilar Fractions to Grade 4 Learners. Mathematics is an essential learning area to be learned by everyone. Mathematics has been one of the strenuous learning experiences of learners based on the results of various assessments conducted internationally. According to Karam 2 of 2016, the 2008 Trends in International Math and Sciences study result indicated that among the participating countries, Philippines obtained the lowermost ranking in mathematics. Recently, the result of the 2019 Program for International Students Assessment presented that Philippines ranked second from the bottom in mathematics. These results imply that Filipino learners have not achieved the international mathematics learning competencies. One of these mathematical concepts that should be mastered in elementary school curriculum is understanding fractions. According to Gokulp and Sharma of 2010, fractions are one of the mathematical concepts that are difficult to understand. Similarly, Fazio and Ziegler of 2010 stated that understanding fractions is one of the tremendous topics to be learned by the learners because of lack of conceptual understanding. Hence, there is a need to achieve mastery and to improve the performance of diverse learners on the basic mathematical concepts like fractions. According to Castro et al. Of 2013, addition of dissimilar fractions is one of the difficult mathematical concepts in the elementary curriculum. Thus, teachers are highly encouraged to make research and innovations to enhance the performance of elementary learners on fractions, which could be shared through online and offline modes of teaching and learning, especially during this time of pandemic. At Japa Elementary School, teachers have been doing their responsibility to increase the academic performance of each learner on understanding fractions. They crafted worksheets and other written instructional materials. However, the learners obtained low performance on adding dissimilar fractions for the past school years. The main purpose of this study was to investigate the effect of MathVid in teaching addition of dissimilar fractions to grade 4 learners for school year 2020-2021 at Japa Elementary School, Atok, Benguet. First question, what is the mastery level of the grade 4 learners on adding dissimilar fractions before the use of MathVid? Second, what is the mastery level of the grade 4 learners on adding dissimilar fractions after the use of MathVid? Third, is there a difference on the mastery level of the grade 4 learners on adding dissimilar fractions before and after the use of MathVid? Video-based materials are learner-centered learning resources that present, discuss, explain, introduce, and demonstrate learning content and concepts, information, and ideas. Video materials are visual presentations which may contain audio, pictures, images, or graphics, symbols, texts, and animations. According to use of 2019, videos are used to cater different learning needs of diverse learners because it can be paused for learner processing time and rewatch for consistent demonstration of a skill. Video-based materials have been utilized offline to supplement learners' process of learning in different situations. Thus, since public elementary schools would implement various modalities of blended or distance learning delivery during this time of pandemic, videos could be used as an offline tool in teaching math lessons like addition of dissimilar fractions. Multifold studies reported that educational videos have positive impact on the learning process of learners. Mendoza et al. Of 2015 found that use of video presentation to the learner's learning is highly effective. Similarly, Bravo et al. Of 2011 reported that use of educational videos for learning had a positive impact on learners' motivation. The study stated that the learners gave positive feedback on the use of videos. In this research, MathVid comes from the words mathematics and videos. It is a supplementary video material which aims to enable the grade 4 learners understand the important mathematical concepts of the lesson. It is a learning resource which aims to make the process of learning mathematics lessons more fun and meaningful. It also attempts to improve mastery of mathematical concepts. MathVid has a maximum of 16-minute span. Each video material was presented by the researcher with pictures, text, and animations. I utilized Microsoft 0365 PowerPoint in producing supplementary video materials. For the instructional procedures of the MathVid, it would contain the following parts. Let's smile. The teacher introduces himself with a smile and the lesson to be tackled. Secondly, let's get started. This would introduce the lesson through an activity, song, poem, story, game, or situation. Let's get going! This would include the discussion of the lesson with examples, application of the lesson, and informative summary of the lesson. There are different developmentally appropriate activities to be provided in this part of the video material to develop the learning objective. Let's do it! A formative test will be answered after the lesson to find out if the objective is attained. The test to be given should validate the concept. The study utilized quantitative method, particularly the one-group pre-test post-test pre-experimental design or pseudo-experimental design. The participants of this research were comprised of 11 grade 4 learners. This research was conducted at Joppa Elementary School during the second quarter of the school year 2020-2021. Total enumeration was utilized because it included all the grade 4 learners who are enrolled in the school. Thus, no sampling techniques were necessary. The primary data gathering tool was the self-constructed pre-test and post-test. Both performance tests have 20 items to assess learners' achievement skills on adding dissimilar fractions. Some of the items were adopted from the Mathematics for Learners material, first edition 2015, which is published by the Department of Education. Weighted mean was employed for the first and second problems. The weighted mean is noted to be the common score of the entire group. T-test was employed for the third problem. The t-test for paired samples was utilized to test the significance of the difference between the pre-test and the post-test mean scores within the group. The table presents the mastery level of the grade 4 learners on adding dissimilar fractions before the intervention. Results showed the mean score equal to 4 with a percentage equivalent of 20% of the 20 total numbers of items in the pretest. This implies that the mastery level of the participants on adding dissimilar fractions before the intervention can be described qualitatively as low. Thus, creative intervention in enhancing the learner's performance in adding dissimilar fractions was highly imperative and required. This table presents the mastery level of the grade 4 learners on adding dissimilar fractions after the intervention. Results showed a mean score equal to 18 with a percentage equivalent of 90%. This implies that the mastery level of the participants in the post-test can be described qualitatively as close, approximating mastery. This also implies that the utilization of MathVid as an intervention pedagogy in teaching math concepts for the teachers to make the lessons easy to understand and for the learners to improve their academic performance in math lessons. Presented in this table is the difference in the mastery level of the grade 4 learners on adding dissimilar fractions before and after the intervention. Results showed high significant differences on the learners' performance compared between their pretest and post-test scores with a t-computed value equal to negative 37.02 and p-value 0.000, which is significant at 1% level of significance. Variances computed also show that the pretest scores of the learners have a higher variability than their post-test scores. These findings imply that the mastery level of the learners increased after using MathVid, which further suggests that the use of this intervention to the diverse learners is effective. In the light of the findings revealed in the study, the following conclusions were drawn. The grade 4 learners were not familiar on the concept of adding dissimilar fractions as they generally fall under the low mastery level prior to the conduct of the research. MathVid can be considered effective in increasing the performance of the learners on adding dissimilar fractions, and there was a significant increase in the mastery level of the grade 4 learners after utilizing the intervention material. Thus, MathVid enables the learners to gain mastery of the lesson presented to them. Taking into account the results and conclusions of the study, the following are recommended. Teachers are encouraged to use MathVid as supplementary material to improve the mastery level of the learners in adding dissimilar fractions. The school heads are encouraged to support and adopt the utilization of MathVid as an intervention or supplementary enhancement material in the different learning delivery modalities during this new normal. Teachers are encouraged to integrate videos not only in teaching math lessons but also with the other learning areas. Similar research may also be conducted in other classes or schools. Here's my action plan, which aims to flaunt the importance of MathVid as a supplementary enhancement material or intervention during the new normal. It consists of the objectives and activities to be undertaken as well as the expected outcomes, time frame for implementation, persons involved, and source of fund. Thank you for listening. Have a blast!